to alert the rest of the party, like across great distance.
Maybe like a whistle or something? Or do you want something that we would have to see, like shooting a flaming arrow up in the sky, or?
Sound and visual both work. I'm just wondering about possibilities. Because
We
if
could like scream and bang our weapons together.
And when y'all arrived, it was about midday. Though it's not really obvious that it was midday because of the overcast. It's only been, I guess, about an hour and a half, 2 hours since y'all arrived.
Okay. Well, screaming might work, but I'm feeling that if there are like madness-afflicted people that will tear each other down and kill each other, I'm guessing there will be a lot of very loud screaming.
Maybe if we like do something you wouldn't expect, like laugh really, really loud. So it's like a signal.
I like rub my temples slightly to resist the urge to face palm.
I'm gonna suggest that we just maybe don't split up. We have a few hours of daylight from what it looks like. Let's kind of talk to people, and then I'll just go to that one tower, and somebody sit at the top of it, and we all just move as a group, because we don't want to be like split apart and have to go through an angry mob to get to each other, right?
Yes, I completely agree. Knowing that Farah is ex-military, I know that she's the best in terms of tactics and whatnot, so I immediately agree. Yes, people in the church might give us a clue or something.
Okay.
So if there are no other suggestions, I believe we go to the church and like see what's going on, ask some people.
Makes sense.
Okay, so do y'all head
Let's
to
head out.
Yeah, we go to the church.
All right, and the church is one of the reason that it looks like it stood tall or stood up during the attacks is because it's made of stone, and from what you can tell, it looks like a very sturdy building, and it's got a sort of, I guess, not a glow, but you can almost feel that there's goodness radiating from it, and it's a very open place. There are actually 2 doors open, but they look like they have one's in the front near the main entrance, and then one's back toward the castle, or facing the castle. And but they look like they have huge locks on them, like a not a deadbolt, but like a board you would lay across to like keep out large amount of people. And it looks like it was recently done sort of hastily, but it's been modified and it looks very sturdy.
I look at the church, I feel the goodness emanating from it. I look at our paladin and I ask, Greg, I believe you feel that, do you not? This goodness.
Greg?
That
Yes.
beautiful artwork is what you feel.
But at the same time, I fear the growing not goodness that is emanating from the situations that we're in.
Yes, I'm just wondering. I'm not a big on the magic myself, but I think I read something that they might have protective charms or wards here. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point.
All right.
Would I know just like that, or do you want me to roll to make sure that if I know or not that this place
no,
is...
that's fine. That seems like it would be common knowledge.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, what do you do?
I look at the rest. Well, I think we go in, talk to some people, talk to the person that oversees the church, if there is somebody like that, like some kind of father or sisters or something.
All right. So, as y'all approach and y'all enter, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, y'all see sort of beds laid out all across the church floor. Any seats that were in the middle for people to sit in have been pushed up against the walls and are used to board up windows. But you do see one man walking around in dark red and clothes, and he's very dirty. Looks like he's been working a lot. He's kind of walking around. Looks like he would be in charge.
Okay.
You said you
Priest.
were wounded here, right? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'll hold.
yes.
Oh no, you go.
The people laying on the beds are the townspeople that have lost their homes, their family members, or have been wounded, and there are a few other priests walking around that are just attending to the people's needs.
While they're kind of talking to the priests and trying to figure out the truth of the town, I'm looking at the wounded with a mixture of compassion, but also I want to see, are they wounded by weapons, or do the maniacs like use their teeth and fingers?
It's mostly teeth and fingernail marks, it looks like.
Okay, so
you
they're
would
not
know
like
because-
wielding swords and stuff while they're going crazy, for the most part at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just normal peasants that go mad most of the time. But some of them you can see have been guards that have gone mad, and it looks like because of the weapons,
Okay.
weapon marks.
I still feel good about my armor, but I'll try and actually render a little bit aid. I've been in war camps before, so while this is going on, I'm in the background just kind of trying to help offer succor.
And,
So I think we're
the
gonna
rest of them-
approach the priest, the sweepy one, be like, "Hello, priest."
the name is Everett, Father Everett.
Mm-hmm. We are adventurers sent here from the King and Lord Malcolm. We are investigating the spread of madness in this town.
All right. Okay. So he replies, "Oh, good. So you're not wounded or homeless. Well, unfortunately, or what exactly are you looking for? Why did you come here?"
Well, first of all, we are going to inquire about a place to stay for the night to see madness in action, because we figured that the church, since you have all these people in here and it's a random amount of people go mad per night, you're more likely to get someone going mad in the church.
Yes, that does happen from time to time, but surprising, or not surprising, our priests are, for the most part, able to fend off the madness from this building. Every once in a while, our priests are not strong enough to deter the dark spirits, but for the most part, there's no madness in here.
I would also like to ask, do the priests ever go mad? Because if so, it may be some sort of demonic or spiritual possession instead of a plague or something.
There was one case. One of our priests was wandering in the forest just north of here, and he was stricken with the madness, and he ended up drowning in the river. But other than that, we haven't. None of the brothers and sisters here at the precinct have gone mad.
Excuse me for interjecting, Father Everett and whoever was talking with him. Do you perhaps remember when? Because if I remember correctly, you said that there's like a mist in the forest.
Yes.
Was this mist in the forest? How long was it here? Was it there?
I can't remember. I don't spend much time in the forest myself. Never really head out that way.
Yes, but is it it was always there, or maybe it is a recent addition?
I hear, and don't take me for don't take this as a fact, but I hear that it came with the fall, with the clouds. It's been here for as long as the clouds have been here, which is about a month ago.
So it's
Mhm.
about as long as the madness.
Yes, I give a
Yes.
look to the party that we have a connection. Of course,
So,
it can be a red herring, but okay. For now, please continue. For now, no more
what
questions.
about this priest that was talking? This
I'm
priest
sorry.
that
What?
went mad? What about this
Oh.
priest that went mad?
Yes. Uh, See, he was walking in the forest. He likes to do that, and it was just about the time when the madness started. Uh, hmm, he he may have been the first to be stricken with this madness. I'm not sure. The body, it's been such a blur recently, but he was walking in the forest. So
Uh,
so I hear, and he always walks in the forest, but
yes,
uh, he was one of the first to be stricken with the madness and
but he.
drowned because what?
Excuse me, Father Refer, but I think you said that his body drowned in the river.
Yes.
Hmm. So
We don't know how he got there or
yes,
why.
but his body means that his body is not in the city. It means that probably this madness is not. Shit, what's the word in English? It does not spread from contact or being in proximity. Maybe
It's
whatever.
not a disease.
Unless they get their drinking water from the river.
Ooh.
Hmm.
It's
I'm
good.
not sure about all that. Uh, I'm almost certain it's evil spirits. This town has been cursed by the gods. I tell you.
Hmm.
What, oh, sorry.
I wonder, do you perhaps still have belongings of this dead priest? Some kind
They
of
were
his diary, notes?
he wasn't much for material things.
My man.
He he didn't keep a journal or anything like that. Uh, his remains were cremated.
So it means his body was recovered.
Yes, that's how we know he drowned. He was in the
Yes.
river, lungs filled with water. We found him. We assume he drowned.
So, okay, so this changes my opinion because even if he was cremated, it means his body was brought into the city.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, so that changes things. It still might have been a disease, who knows?
What is in the woods that he was in? What is in that woods? Anything in particular? Any caves, dungeons, ruins, anything?
I'm not too knowledgeable about the woods. There would be people in this town that go to hunt. Uh, I'm not too sure, but uh, if I were you, I would check with the butcher. He might know someone who goes into the forest to hunt. He's on the north side of town. He's the nearest building to the river. You can't miss it.
I understand.
I don't know too much about the forest myself. I never actually set foot in there.
Well, Father Everett, from the looks of it, it's a good thing you did not.
Yes, I should think so.
So, I look at the rest of the party. For now, I don't have any ideas for other questions, so
Oh.
we might
If
as.
you
Yes?
if you need me again, feel free. And if you need a place to stay, you're welcome to join us here.
Yes, I believe
Would
at
you?
least. Go on.
No, you go. Sorry.
So I just quickly ask that. I say yes, probably some of us will stay here just to be sure that nothing bad happens.
All right. We can
Ah,
always use
butcher.
more hands.
Definitely. Well then,
I think we should go investigate this butcher. What time is it? Is it getting late?
Y'all spent about maybe another half hour in there. So, it's been about 3 hours since midday.
but unspoken question, I definitely agree that we should not go into mist-covered forest during the night. That's a bad idea.
You're no adventurer.
Well, I am adventurer with common sense.
There you go. You're an alive adventurer. That's the difference. Yeah, I'd say let's talk to the butcher and then get safe for the night.
Maybe we should go into the forest though, because if the priest guy was the first to be infected or to be afflicted, it would make sense that there might be something in this woods that has maybe that doesn't like the town, that has some sort of animosity towards the town, and maybe is spreading this disease, or maybe the disease comes from this place. So we might find the source of it in these woods.
I also thought about it. Yeah, because there's too many coincidences: the weather, the mist, and this madness. It might come from this one place. Maybe this father arrived or disturbed some kind of old place, old spirit. Who knows? But I believe we are on the right trail here.
Is Izzard still here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You've been awfully quiet.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Wait, what? Sorry, I had to go for like 10 seconds.
I just said okay. All right. Anyway, so what does the party do?
I think we should go to the butcher.
Yeah, I believe
Or the woods, either one.
we go to the butcher to question him.
All right. Okay, so as y'all are heading to the butcher's shop, y'all pass by the Were Tiger Inn, and you can see more people take refuge in there than in the church.
This is why this town is going to hell.
Just because there are more rooms and because there's more space than in the church.
I bet.
And y'all make it to the river, and y'all turn to the right and find the butcher's shop. It seems to be open for business. What do y'all do?
I believe we look for the man in question.
Alright, so I'll go in. And you see that there isn't much stock that you can see anywhere. The butcher, you hear something shuffling around in the background, the back room where the meat would be kept, and you can see that there isn't much meat around for a butcher's shop, at least. There isn't much meat. What do y'all do?
Do we see the butcher himself?
Oh, no, you don't actually see the butcher, but you do hear some noise in the background, some rustling around in the back room. There's a back room, and then y'all came into the main area where he would cut and sell meat. But there's a back room behind the counter and toward the back. Yeah.
Is the rustling consistent with somebody's working back there, or there's a fight going on or something like that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it sounds like something's working, or yeah.
I'll just slam my hand on the fist on the counter and call for attention.
I'm gonna ready my sword just in case.
Oi, who is it? And you see this big man wearing an apron come out, bloodstained apron, and
Murderer.
he's holding his a butcher's knife.
Yes.
And he says,
a serial killer.
I'm all out of. I'm. The last stock is promised to the royal family. What do you want?
Good man, we are envoys from King himself and Lord Malcolm. We heard that you
What's
might.
the king's name again?
Oh, sorry. I actually haven't named him. Let's see. Name.
Fabrice.
He's gonna be King Gladwind. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gladwin. There you go.
I'm glad to win. Anyways, as I was saying, that we are envoys, and we heard that you might perhaps give us some information regarding the forest? We heard that you were venturing there from time to time.
Oh, not me. I don't go into the forest, but I do get my meat from the forest. There is a man who lives not too far from here, just up the river, outside of the city walls, who hunts in the forest, and he would know more about the forest than I would. I don't even set foot in the place. Not
Hmm.
after what's happened.
Do you perhaps know that, because we see that you do not have enough stock, so I'm wondering, uh, where was the last time he contacted you or he gave you any uh, hunted animals?
He actually hasn't been able to bag much these past 4 weeks because he tells me these crazy stories of the animals in the woods as if they have fallen to the madness, almost all of them.
Well, we've heard that some animals in the city sometimes fall to the madness, so it might be true. But I was just wondering if he's still alive. So if he's still alive and he not set foot in the woods for these past few weeks, then it's good.
Uh, I haven't heard from him in about 4 days, but that's usual. He normally doesn't get back to me with. He gets me stuck within.